Now, you guys know Francis Kurkdjian joined Dior in 2021. It's now 2023 and he's just released his newest fragrance, and I have it here in my collection. I've smelled it, I've tested the perfume out, I've been wearing it, and oh my goodness, it is finally here. The latest fragrance by Francis Kurkdjian. If you are into fragrances, if you want to hear more, stay tuned because I will be sharing fresh perfumes with fruity notes in this video. So guys, how long have you been waiting for the very first perfume to drop by Francis Kurkdjian? Guys, I am the biggest fan, okay, of his work. You guys know how much I love his perfumes. Such beautiful perfumes are created by the master perfumer, Francis Kurkdjian. I don't even know where to start. I am super excited. I don't even know what to do first, but I do have the fragrance in my possession and I just want to get straight down to the video and share it with you. So I have Dior Riviera right here in this box, and I was super lucky and so excited when they said to me, would you like the newest perfume that hasn't even launched yet by Christian Dior? And I'm like, yeah. Now I have a miniature size here because the fragrance has not launched as yet. It should be coming out in July. Now the question is, what does Dior Riviera smell like, guys? This is a rose and fig perfume. Now this perfume is very, very green, guys. I wasn't expecting this fragrance to be this green. Oh my gosh, it's so green. Now, when you smell the fragrance just from the bottle, it has a green tartness to it. So when I first applied this on my skin, immediately I received a green tart fig. Very garden-like, but it has a fresh airiness about it as well. I want to say it's almost salty green. This dries down into a figgy rose. The rose is less prominent in the opening, but on the dry down you receive a very subtle but soft rose fragrance. The rose is clean, transparent, it's soft. It's not a sweet rose, it's more like a garden-like rose. But that rose adds a bit of sweetness to the floral touch to this perfume. It opens up very green figgy. It's not a sweet fig, it's a very fresh green fig. So do I like this perfume? Yes. Do I love this fragrance? I'm not so sure as yet. I think once I have a true spray of the perfume, then I can really play around with it and find out how I love this perfume. This is a summertime fragrance. You can wear it now in the spring, but this is very much that cooling vibe on a very hot summer's day, and you're walking along the coastline and you are actually on the Riviera in France. This fragrance gives you that vibe. It gives you that French Riviera vibe. Fresh, figs, green, lush. It's really bright and fresh and airy. For myself, when I smell this perfume on my skin, immediately I can smell a very tart, fresh, green citrus. To me, it almost smells like lemon or lime rind. It smells like freshly peeled lime, and it's that green part of the skin, and it just smells very green, very fresh. And then that note dries down, and then you start to pick up this rose floral note, but it's not a strong rose, it's a very light rose. But then you receive the sweetness from the petals, the sweetness of the rose starts to come through, and it sort of balances the green fig with the sweetness of the delicate floral of the flower rose. Then it dries down, and to me I receive a very soft, almost, I want to say soapy, but there's just something soft in this perfume, and it smells quite clean, a little bit soapy, but it's your true green figgy perfume, guys. And oh my goodness me, was I expecting this? Not at all. This is not what I was expecting from Francis Kurkdjian, not for his first release. And I think because we're in the season now of spring, summer, this perfume makes sense for the season that we're in. It's bright, it's clean, most definitely fresh, but it's a very green perfume. I'm really surprised because when I think of Francis Kurkdjian, his style of work, I think of something really strong and intricate, complex and unique. And this perfume is that figgy rose fragrance, which I think it's a fragrance you may feel like you smelt something similar before. I don't think it's something as unique. I do like the dry down of this fragrance. It's very soft. The opening of this fragrance, it hits you. It's sharp, it's green. It's something you're not going to expect from Francis Kurkdjian. Guys, I have been anticipating Francis Kurkdjian's very first release for the House of Dior. And if you remember my earlier videos 2 years ago, I was saying how he's going to change everything. And I had a feeling he was going to just get on board and discontinue everything. But I'm saving that for another video, so stay tuned for that because I'm going to film that after this one. Because I spent time in Dior, and yes, there's a few perfumes that are going to be discontinued, and here on YouTube I'm sure you may be aware of some of these fragrances. The juice of the fragrance does give me that green citrus vibe. It reminds me of some lime or lemons. And then I do receive a very delicate salty note that adds this clean softness. I think there's got to be something really soft in the base, whether it's a little bit of sandalwood. I don't think it's cedar, but there has to be like a soft wood in the base of this, because on my skin I'm picking up something quite creamy and a little bit sweet. Guys, not gourmand sweet, but just a delicate, dainty, floral sweetness. And it just helps to round off that tart, abrasive green fig. So it's blended really nicely with a touch of salt on my skin. That's what I'm picking up. And I don't know the full list as yet, guys, but this is your figgy perfume. Dior Riviera does not remind me anything of Diptyque's fragrance either, which is Philosopos. That's more of a coconutty, fresh, figgy vibe. This one, to me, smells like fig skin and very green. But it's nice. And I think this is definitely a unisex scent, but I think it leans a little bit more on the masculine side. But when it comes to the dry down, I can see the appeal more for a woman. It's a little bit softer, a bit more creamier. Guys, here we have it. That's Dior Riviera. Will you be trying? Are you excited? I can't wait for you guys to smell it and tell me what you think are the mystery notes in this fragrance here. But yeah, I'm happy to have this in my collection. I'm happy to share and review this with you guys. I did put this on my skin, and bearing in mind this is just a dab on, it did last on my skin for about 4 hours. So I think with a spray, I'm hoping it would be a bit longer, but this is a citrus based sort of, you know, light perfume. So the longevity in lighter fragrances are not always there. So far, it's that green citrusy, I don't really want to say a citrus, guys, but it's very much a green, figgy, fruity perfume, a little bit soft in the dry down. If you like fig and rose, then this perfume is for you. And if you do not like rose, I think this fragrance would be for you as well, because it's not a strong rose, like I said earlier, very delicate, light sweetness of a rose, a garden rose, that little touch of softness is added to this fragrance just to round off those edges. So this is one of my predictions, guys, so don't tell anyone, but I predict, it's a secret, I think he's going to really blow us away in the fall, guys. Autumn, winter, he's going to come out with something so crazy that's going to blow us away. And I think what he's done, he's released something that is expected for this time of year. He wants something green and fresh and light. It's the summer. That's what we're looking for, but I think he's going to shock us this winter. So let's see what he has in store for us. I don't think he wants to be predictable. So let's just see. I think it might be something interesting. So I do recommend this for those of you who like green fragrances, you like your fresh perfumes, you're looking for a vacation scent as well. I do recommend this perfume here. So yes, I can't wait for the release, guys. How many times have I said that? Anyway, so guys, do stay tuned for my next video coming up, because I have been very naughty. I have been shopping and this box was filled with fragrances, guys. I am quite embarrassed to say so, but then again, not really. So that's going to come up in my next video. But before I get into that, let's talk about new fragrances. So guys, that's the newest perfume to my collection, but also I have added 4 new perfumes in my collection. One fragrance is relatively new. I bought it at the beginning, or I think the ending of January this year, so I'll talk about that one last. But I'm going to talk about the very first perfume that I bought. I think I've owned this fragrance for about a week, and it's this one here. This is my Givenchy Irresistible. Can you guys see that dent there? I have owned this fragrance for about a week, guys, and I am so in love with this fragrance. It's unbelievable. I love this. I've been wearing this all day. I wear it to bed. I just spray it throughout the day. I am super addicted to this perfume, guys. It's so nice. And the way how I found out about this fragrance was from a lovely subscriber who reached out to me and said, Charlene, if you like Chance au Tendre, then you must try Givenchy Irresistible, and this is the Eau de Parfum version. And guys, oh my goodness me, this is exactly what I was looking for. I have an 80ml bottle here, which I don't think it's going to last this summer. This is a beautiful feminine fragrance that is soft and floral with a little bit of fruits in there as well. This is your pear and rose perfume, and guys, oh my goodness, I love this because it does remind me of Chance au Tendre, and this does have some musk and cedar in the dry down. So because of that, for sure, this reminds me so much of that fragrance. And then you have a heart of rose and iris as well. So it's quite soft, powdery, but a little bit sweet. You've got the pear in here and Brett. Guys, I am so in love with this perfume. This is just my style. So this is actually going to be my signature scent for the spring and summer. And I do have several signature scents, so it just means it's the fragrance I will be wearing the most out of my entire collection. This is a perfume I might be wearing maybe 4 times out of the week. And yeah, this is really nice. It does last as well, guys. I am so shocked on this fragrance. I didn't think it was going to last, but I receive about 5 to 6 hours on my skin, and it radiates quite nicely. But I think on the dry down, it lasts even longer than that. So I'm really happy with this one here. So guys, the next fragrance I have in my collection is a fragrance I have been wanting for some time now. I wasn't so sure if I was going to add this to my collection because I just felt like, do I need another one of the flankers? And you guys have guessed it, it is Delina Rosé. This perfume is so beautiful. I love the bottle, and I think for anything I just wanted to take photos of this bottle because it's so pretty. It's pink and gorgeous. I wanted this scent to be my signature daytime scent for this spring. I love how easy this perfume is to wear, and I am a fan of Delina, and this is the Delina I want to wear. That is a little bit more toned down, not so sweet. It's just easy to wear. I don't have to think twice about putting on this perfume, and I do like the airiness. I love that lychee note. I love the pear in here, the rose. It's fresh, guys. It's such a pretty perfume. And then I love the peony, and you know, it has that watery vibe. I just love this. It's a really nice perfume. And as it states, this does smell like a little bit of early morning dew on a fresh rose with a little bit of green, the lychee, the greenness from the pear. I just love this for daytime wear. It's so nice. Now, the reason why I bought this fragrance is because Delina La Rosé, surprisingly, guys, stays on my skin, I would say, for more than 7 hours wear for a light fragrance, guys. And to me, this is amazing. On my skin, I can smell it for the longest time, and it does radiate really nicely. And that's one issue I have with fresh perfumes, is the longevity. And this one gives me that. So I'm really happy with this purchase. So that's my Delina La Rosé. The next fragrance I have in my collection is Pas Ce Soir by BDK. This perfume is actually the fragrance I fell in love with when I first was introduced to BDK. There was Pas Ce Soir that I so fell in love with. There was also Bouquet d'Angry. This one I loved so much, guys, and I think you guys know why I love that fragrance. But this one had a sweetness to it. It was a mixture of a fruity sweet perfume with a woody dry down. There's a bit of patchouli in the base here, but there's not a strong patchouli on my skin. Now, I love this fragrance because it has the notes that I love in here. There's a note of quince, guys. I absolutely love the note of quince. This also opens up with ginger, and you guys know that I just love ginger, especially in cooking. I just love ginger. And yeah, I couldn't wait to own this fragrance for the spring and summer. I love how this perfume radiates on me, and it's fairly long lasting. This perfume is so gorgeous. I just love it, and I think, yeah, I'm just really happy with my purchase this time round, because this is something I can wear again without thinking. And I filmed a video for you guys where I share perfumes I find quite difficult or challenging to wear, and I know this perfume is just going to be easy grab and go perfume, especially for the spring and summer. So yes, Pas Ce Soir is a fragrance I do recommend if you're looking for a fruity floral that's a little bit more grown up. It doesn't smell too sickly sweet, but this is a sweet perfume. This is quite sweet. Now, I've only owned this fragrance for one day and I picked it up yesterday, so I haven't exactly worn it around anyone as yet. So in terms of compliments, I'm not too sure, but I have been trying out this fragrance for the longest time, guys. Believe me, I have been wearing this perfume. And yeah, so this is my quince ginger. There's some black pepper in here and orange blossom, guys. Wow, wow, wow. BGK is a brand that I have been loving for a while now, guys. And I haven't tried the entire collection, I must say. But there are a few perfumes that I do want to add to my fragrance wardrobe, and I'm really happy I have this one for the summer. Now, the last perfume I have for you guys is a fragrance you have seen already here on my channel. It's Valaya. Valaya is that white peach bergamot aldehyde with a little bit of woods in here. There's orange blossom. This perfume is another freshie, and it's something I'm going to find so easy to wear, especially going out, guys. This fragrance is highly complimented every time I wear this. It's just such a gorgeous, beautiful perfume. When I smell this fragrance, it just reminds me of an icy peach. So maybe sliced peach on ice, but then aldehyde. It's powdery, it's musky. It's a fragrance I would just want to wear dressed up, going out, but in the summertime. And I love that, because that's exactly what I need right now. And you're at a garden party, you're just having a good time outside. I don't know, it just smells so good, so classy, so fresh. You've got the citruses, you've got some bergamot in here, but it's not sharp, it's smooth. Guys, this is so good. I have to stop talking about this, because I will just sit here and talk on and on about these fragrances. But yes, another fragrance in my collection that I am super, super happy to own. I wanted to share that with you. These are my fresh perfumes that I will be wearing this spring. As we have the newest perfume from Dior, I was inspired to create this video for you guys that were fresh perfumes that complement that rose and figgy green notes. And these are perfumes new to my collection that you haven't seen here before my channel. So guys, what do you think of this list? Is there anything here that you particularly like? What do you think of the new release by Francis Kurkdjian? Did you think he was going to come out with a freshy perfume? Because I did not expect that whatsoever, not at all. I would say that Dior Riviera does match the current style that's going with the House of Christian Dior fragrances, their niche line, their private collection. It does match, or it has that vibe. So if you are familiar with Tea Cashmere, Rose Kabuki, it's kind of got that style. And also Eden Rock, Ballade Sauvage. Let me know which fragrances you are loving from the collection today. Drop me a comment down below, and I can't wait to share more with you here on my channel. So have a wonderful day, and if you're new, I would love for you to join my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.